When I talked to him the day he was hired 2 weeks ago, one of the things he said was, I need to keep New Jersey recruits here in state by convincing them they can have a great career at Rutgers. He said, I did it before, I just got to do it again. And on the one hand, you go, geez, this is going to be a lot harder because of the conference they're in now as opposed to back then. On the other hand, you know, he's done it before. He's got more experience. There's more of a spotlight on his program. So why don't we bring in Greg Schiano right now and talk to him about that? Greg, when we talked 2 weeks ago, you said it was going to be really hard on this first signing day because there was such little amount of time. How hard did it end up being from your perspective?
Well, it was hard. It was a lot of fun, too, though. There was a lot of people that kind of joined hands and did it. You had 14 days to put together a class. We started with 10 commits. We had 2 decommits, so we were down to 8. And a lot of people working hard. We ended up with 17 guys in the class so far. So I'm proud of the way everybody kind of came together and unselfishly worked their tails off.
Let's talk about some of those guys. Obviously, you've brought up how important it is for you to focus on in-state recruits, like, for example, Tyreen Powell. Why did you want Tyreen Powell to be a Scarlet Knight?
Well, he's such a long, fast athlete. And, you know, where he ends up playing, I think it's all going to depend on how much weight he gains, how big he gets. But he's got the frame, and he's very, very athletic. He's played on his high school, Vineland High School. We have 2 guys on our team right now currently that are from there, and it's great football. He's well coached, and he's going to come here and just get bigger and faster and stronger, and he's got a great knack for the game.
He's listed as an athlete, and so is Chris Long. Similar question, what made you want him, and where do you think he'll end up playing in college?
Well, Chris is a little different type player. He's more of a wide receiver, corner type guy. I hope that he can help us at the cornerback position. He's got some good length. He's fast, and I think overall our class grew that way. You know, as far as getting bigger, getting longer, and certainly getting faster, more speed on our team.
Someone like the quarterback, Evan Simon, was committed before you came on. Did you feel like you had to recruit him to stay, or he had to recruit you to keep him?
Well, I felt like I had to recruit him to stay for sure. But before I recruited any of those 10 commits, I really evaluated them and said, you know, if Rutgers wasn't the best place for them, I was going to be honest and tell them that. And if we felt like Rutgers was the best place and that we wanted them in the program, I was going to recruit the heck out of them. And that's exactly what we did. That first night after that press conference when I talked to you, I got on the helicopter and flew out to Pennsylvania and got to work.
Well, then it seemed to work. What is it you exactly see in Evan Simon?
Well, he's a very good athlete, got a great mind for the game, can throw the ball, can run the ball. He's a winner, and I enjoy just being around him. Great family, great program, and you know, I sure am glad that the previous staff recruited and got him committed.
Now, I know this is obviously going to be different than any other time you recruit because you will only have had 2 weeks to do this class, whereas you will have 1 or 2 or 3 years in the future trying to recruit guys. But for you, it's been a long time since you've been recruiting as a head coach. What felt different?
Well, it was fun. You know, I enjoy being a head coach. I enjoy everything that goes into it, all the planning, all the different things you need to do. And it was different because, you know, the last time I was a head coach, I had young kids. 8 years later, my kids have been recruited. My 3 sons have all been recruited, and they play college football. So I really think I see it from a different perspective now. And not only the recruitment, but, you know, I take the same phone calls that all parents do. Frustration, maybe they're a little sore, tired, class is too hard. So I think I'm in a much better position to understand what our players are going through. And, you know, I think that's going to help.
Before we let you go, Greg, what message have you given for recruits to go to Rutgers next year?
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited that we have a full year to attack this 21 class. You know, one thing that we did at Rutgers, and we will do again, is we recruit the entire school, the entire town. So I want to know about your 7th graders, your 8th graders, maybe even your grammar school kids if you can tell that early. And we're going to grow those kids up, Rutgers. So it's not just the high school kids. It's everybody in our what we call the state of Rutgers, New Jersey, and the surrounding areas, New York, Connecticut, Eastern Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Baltimore, that area, and then down in Florida. And we're going to do that, and that's the way we roll. So looking forward to it.
Well, Greg, good luck and congratulations on the nice turnaround you had in such short time. Thanks for giving us some of your time today.
Okay, thank you, fellas.